welcome to another Let's Play. This is gonna be on Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. And I found this on Xbox in the recommendation for Mental Health Awareness Month, which I didn't even know was a thing. If you've been on my channel before, you might know a little bit about me that I have major depressive disorder, general anxiety disorder, and agoraphobia, amongst other things that I have been previously diagnosed with, but is a little bit uncertain, such as borderline personality disorder. I know, wow, I'm a great catch, guys, and I'm single. I'm just kidding, but anyway, I wanted to play this game because the trailer said it had really good reviews, and I'm a sucker for that. And also because this was a game developed along with neuroscientists, I think, and it's supposed to simulate psychosis. So a little bit about mental illness, if you don't know much about it, is that it if you have very, very severe depression, it can develop into psychosis. I mean, schizophrenia and depression are two separate things. I'm not a psychologist or psychiatrist, so you know, I might say some things that are incorrect. So don't take my word on, you know, any of this. Go seek a mental health professional if you think you have any of these disorders. But from my own research and what I've read about depression is that it can develop into psychosis if it's very severe. I have a familial history of schizophrenia that runs back to my great grand relatives, I think. So I think it is a hereditary disease. If you're lucky, you don't get it. If you're unlucky like me, then you do get it. Yay! So, what else did I wanted to say about this? I think that it's really important to recognize mental health as something that is not a condition that is necessarily brought upon by circumstances in your life. Yes, a lot of people do get PTSD from being mistreated as children, from being abused, from you know, sexual abuse as a child. Definitely, all of those things can cause mental illnesses, PTSD, way later into your life and maybe throughout your entire life. But there are some people like me who were just born with a depressed brain. I can remember that, you know, growing up, I had a very normal childhood. I had a very normal family, or as normal as an Asian American family can get, I guess. And for the longest time, my parents, and especially in the Asian community, I don't know about other communities, they really don't address mental illness, or they don't really think about mental illness as a disease. They think of it as something that you kind of just bring upon yourself by being either lazy, by being either I don't know, all sorts of things, laziness, or just not working hard enough, or just, you know, you're not a go-getter, whatever. I mean, and I can say that that doesn't apply to me at all. I worked my ass off in high school. I worked my ass off, actually, not just in high school, middle school, elementary school. I moved multiple times throughout my life. I worked my ass off in all the school districts I've been in, and I went to a really decent university. I went to UCLA, and then I did my master's, and I worked my ass off in several different jobs, and it never changed my depression. So I was always like, what's wrong with me, you know? But Anyway, so that's why this game really speaks to me, because I was like, well, I've never really heard of a game. The cursor of my mouse being in the screen really bothers me, but I've never really heard of a game that was developed by neuroscientists to simulate psychosis. I've never really had a psychotic incident, so I can't, testify to all of the, you know, what's going on here, because this is supposed to simulate psychosis. However, seeing firsthand some people who have had psychosis and how they have detached from reality, have had very paranoid ideation. It will help us understand a little bit more about what people with these mental health issues are going through. And with that long spiel, I'm sorry I went through such a long spiel, but with that long spiel, let's get into this game. So let's start a new game. And I hope it's not going to be too scary, because I don't do well with scary games. I hope it doesn't make me crazy, because I tend to not be very mentally stable in the first place. So, yeah. I have to say, just from the...
Hello.
I don't want to interrupt.
Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close, so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Now, her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness.
They're watching.
There'll be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she turn coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already dead. I can feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? He's in Helheim.
Look, up ahead. You see it too?
You promised you gave me.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call Hell.
I don't know, it looks kind of Nordic to me.
It's not safe.
Go back.
It's not safe.
By Nordic, I mean like sort of Scandinavian. I'm sorry if I'm like totally messing up the geography. I'm an American, okay? I don't know anything about anything. Americans are just naturally pea-brained.
The drowned.
I'm sorry, I don't mean that to all Americans. Please don't hate me. I don't know what I'm
There they
saying.
lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here. This is not a place of rest.
Can you see them? Can
If I can turn on what do you call it? Subtitles. Yes, let's turn on some subtitles. Back. Okay.
see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching? They're watching her. They're watching her.
Ew, look at those people skewered on the right side and left side.
Can you feel it?
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her.
Hey, sounds like
You
my
might try and
depression.
ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
They can feel you.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper.
I don't know if it's my computer, but it seems like it's a little bit choppy. I don't know. Maybe I need to turn down the visual effects of this game. So let's just see how it goes first.
What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us.
There's no going back.
That's a lost
Senua
boat.
pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Sure, I'll join you guys. I mean, I'm crazy already anyway, right? Okay, cool. I can move. Let me check the controls really quick. Combat difficulty auto. Let's do easy. Photo mode off, on, off. I don't know what that is. Okay, interact X LB. I'm sorry, I'm not used to controls. As you can tell, I'm usually a PC gamer. I'm still using a PC, but I'm using a controller with my PC. But I'm not used to using a controller. I don't know why I decided to use a controller for this game. I don't know. Anyway, so run is LB. Focus is RT. Move LSRS. Okay. Fast strike is X. Heavy strike is Y. Fast strike, heavy strike, melee strike Block is RB. Evade is A. Okay, so basically the top 3 buttons are attack, block is RB, and evade is A. Okay. I'm sorry guys, I'm just really bad with controls and controllers and stuff like that. If you watched my last playthrough.
Look closer. Look.
Okay,
Use your
interact is
eyes.
X,
Why
right?
isn't she looking closer? She needs to look closer. Focus.
Focus. Did I miss something about focusing? Okay.
Do not forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there.
Hell with one
They
L?
say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate. But gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the River of Knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Niflheim. Okay. We can. Do I keep staring at it, or can I stop staring at it? Okay. Hella and Helheim. Is it? I don't know. Are they all the same thing? Jump? Can I jump? Jumping is a really important skill to have, guys. I don't like it when I can't jump in a game. It means that I'm limited. Okay, she jumps automatically. So all of that talking when she was boating around or riding in her boat, or right now, I guess that's sort of like the simulation of psychosis. I wish I could do it in real life.
She's not stopping.
Except I have no stamina.
Not this time.
Alright, cool, she ran to this place. Kind of like reminds me of Mist. Do you guys remember that? No, you guys are probably too young to remember.
The old fool was right. What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost.
Is she trying to save the coconut? She like carrying this coconut around that's speaking to her?
I hear you.
Or a head. It's probably a head wrapped in like cloth or something.
There's no doubt about it. The source of the darkness is in Helheim. And the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Her dear beloved, Dillian.
Is her hair in dreads? Isn't that cultural appropriation? Okay, let's not get into that.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? Why doesn't she turn back?
Glad she can run, though I can't jump on command.
He's already dead.
Shut up, voices.
His soul still lives.
The bridge to Helheim. I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget.
Alright, there's
The
a
old fool said
bridge.
there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see, shall we?
Okay, there's a hidden path to the bridge. And it looks like it's up there. So, why was I over here? Ugh. I feel like, for this game, I may need to do a lot of editing when I run the wrong way and stuff like that. We'll see. But it's a really pretty game, despite it being, I don't know how old it is, but, you know, I haven't played a lot of PC games in the past few years, so everything looks really beautiful and high-tech to me, even if it was, like, made in, like, 2010. Hidden path, hidden path. Hidden path. Hidden path. Please. You here? Here? Come on, you can jump through this. This is just like plants and stuff. Why does this place sound so scary? I don't like it. I wanna leave. Hidden path? Oh, come on, you can get through this. I mean, you look like a total warrior person. You can, like, pull these stakes out and, like, jump through. Oh, that's so frustrating, game mechanics. Like, I'm really weak and stuff, but I think I could have pulled those stakes out. It looks like they were put there by a baby. Come on. Alright, you can squeeze through this, right? Well, I mean, I don't even know if I can get to the bridge from there. Alright, let me try going through this scary area again. I mean, it's scary because of the sounds, even though it looks really peaceful, but man, I don't know. Maybe here? This looks like an opening you can walk through, right? Oh, come on. Coming, tower, get out.
They're coming now, they're coming.
Who's coming? Let's look at the dead bodies for a bit. Okay. Maybe I'm going the wrong way. Alright, maybe I'm supposed to this way, after all. Who is coming? What? Crazy mind is coming? I don't want to be there. That place scares me. What if I just, keep walking? Or I can keep walking. I mean, don't these look like Viking boats? She's like a Viking, right? That means she should be super strong and, like, be able to, like, do a lot of cool shit. Like, swim? Oh, come on. You know how to swim. Just went across. No. Invisible wall of the game. You can swim. Alright, maybe this is the secret entrance to the, I did not figure this out earlier. Because I have no brain. Alright, I think I'm supposed to stare at this thing.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim. And that is where you must travel.
Okay, I don't really remember any of that, but thank you for telling me. I just know I'm supposed to go to Helheim, which is like where the ice and darkness and the dead dwell. How do I climb? X. Okay.
That's the way.
Must suck to be an adventurer with like all these voices in your head all the time. I mean, it's like enough to worry about falling off this like plank and stuff, but you have all these voices in your head.
Where you're going.
Okay, I wanna run. Okay, I was pushing.
What's down there?
Yay, no fall damage.
Shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
I'm normally going to listen to the voices that get subtitles. Alright, am I supposed to stare at this too? Or, oh no, this is a cutscene. I'm gonna touch it, even if I'm not gonna push any buttons.
I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way. The bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Just a memory. An old fool. Drew is my king.
It's good to see you. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell,
With one O.
if I may walk with you.
Sure, why not? I could use a friend.
Tell me your stories again. I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
You have to take a closer look to see.
I
She
can
needs to
see
focus now.
Hold it in your mind's eye. Find one like it to open the gate.
Find one like it to open the gate. Come on, you're a Viking. You can punch your way through. I mean, I'm just gonna say she's a Viking because, I don't know. She looks like a Viking to me. With dreadlocks. Cultural appropriation dreadlocks.
Focus, and you will find it.
Okay, but there are all these signs everywhere.
gate will open.
That's definitely not a Scandinavian or Nordic or whatever accent. That sounds more like, I don't know,
The gate is open.
some
Go
other
through the gate. Go
accent.
through it. It's dangerous.
I'm not gonna say what it is
What's
because I'm
behind
probably
it?
gonna get it wrong.
Work. It's safe.
I spent 6 years enslaved in hell. But I watched the Northmen. Learned their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Run? Nope. Gonna stare at the
Another voice
dark
joins
of
us.
this.
She once tried to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here.
Well, it's always good to have voices in your head. You know, friends to keep you company when you have no friends.
I guess it's the same with heights. You can stand on the edge, pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near, waiting for you to make that little slip.
What? Was that supposed to happen, or did I actually die? Oh, I actually died. So what am I supposed to do? Whoops. Am I supposed to stop when she starts tottering? Just go really slowly. Just go forward. I feel like I got further the first time when I didn't know that she could totter and fall. I'm just gonna try to run through it. Let's just keep going. Come on, you can do it. You're a Viking. You're not afraid of death.
She's terrified.
Oh, okay, there we go.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
Who's your Dillion? Your coconut head? Kind of reminds me of that movie where Tom Hanks had that volleyball that he talked to all the time, except hers is a coconut head. And this place is oh cool. I reached to
You have to open it.
an achievement.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him. Shh. Someone's here.
control this thing? No? Oh, do I get to fight now? Block, 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 block. Oh, don't attack when I'm blocking. Okay, I
Behind you! Behind you! Watch out! No, mine!
No, how am I supposed to fight the shadow people?
Don't give up. Don't. You did this.
She's getting all moldy. She's turning into a molded. Well, you wouldn't have some health problems there. Besides psychosis, like maybe Ebola or something.
A vision of what's to come.
Oh, there you are.
Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
So you had that big sword the whole time. You couldn't knock down those stakes that were blocking your way. Well, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the dark will rot each time you hit them. If the rot reaches Senua's head, her quest is over. Okay, and all process or all progress will be lost. Like all progress? All progress?
The hardest battles are fought in the mind.
I have to start the whole
That is
game
what Dillian
over
taught her.
progress?
With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow, whatever the cost.
Yes, the coconut head will save you.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
It won't open. How will she get through? Why won't it open? Why can't she?
Okay, stop talking. Alright, I think I'm gonna end this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. And we'll see what happens with Senua and her coconut head next time. So, yeah, thanks for joining me on this weird first episode. I'm sorry I rambled a lot in the beginning. I probably won't be doing that in the next episode. But thanks for watching. Bye bye.